started on round 12, we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to work a single crochet in that same stitch. Chain 1, skip the next single crochet, working in the next a single crochet. Chain 1. Now, oops, we have a little repeat for this round. Getting started on our repeat, we're going to work a slip, or we've skipped this single crochet, so in this one here we're going to slip stitch. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to work a slip stitch in that same single crochet that we slip stitched in. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to slip stitch in that same single crochet. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to slip stitch in that same single crochet again. Now we have a little repeat. We're going to chain 1, skip the next stitch, working in the next, work a single crochet. Now we need to do that a total of 6 times, so we've done that once. So chain 1, skip the next stitch, single crochet in the next. That's 2. Chain 1, skip the next stitch, single crochet in the next. That's 3. Chain 1, skip the next stitch, single crochet in the next. That's 4. Chain 1, skip the next stitch, single crochet in the next. That's 5. Chain 1, skip the next stitch, single crochet in the next. That's 6. So we have 6 single crochets there. Now we need to chain 1, and that's the repeat. Continue repeating that around until you get to your beginning here, and I'll meet you there. Here I am at the end of the round on my last repeat here. I only have 4 single crochets, and after my last single crochet I'm going to chain 1, skip that next stitch, and join with a slip stitch to that beginning single crochet that we made. And that completes this round of work. We can fasten off this green yarn. Getting started on round 13, I'm going to be using my light gray again. And for this round, I'm going to start in this chain 1 space to the left of where we slip stitched in this single crochet a few times. So in there, I'm going to start with a standing single crochet. We also have a repeat for this round. So our repeat is to work a single crochet in this chain 1 space to the left of our little flower here. And then we have a little repeat. Within our repeat, we need to chain 1, single crochet in the next chain 1 space 6 times. So that was once, chain 1, single crochet in the next chain 1 space, that's 2, chain 1, single crochet in that next chain 1 space, that's 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So you'll have 7 single crochets with 6 chains between your single crochets. And then we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you'll notice I've put this little flower down to the front. I want to try to keep them to the front. It's okay if it does move to the back, because your next repeat you're going to start with that single crochet in here, and then I'll show you what happens. So if it's to the back, see it's back here, but we actually want it in the front of that chain, so that's why I pushed it down before doing that. Continue repeating that around, and I'll meet you at the end of the round. Here we are at the end of the round. I just finished with a chain 4. To finish off, we're going to join with a slip stitch to our beginning single crochet. I'm having a hard time seeing on camera here. Here we go. That completes this round of work. We can fasten off our light gray. Getting started on round 14. I've already got a little bit of work done because I took some pictures and I didn't want to tear it out. So I'm just going to get started on round 14 from where I am. And for this round we're going to need an alternate green. I'm using green tones, and we have a repeat. So we're going to get started on our first stitch, our first repeat. We have this chain 4 space, and then next to it to the left we have this chain 1 space. In there, if it's your first stitch, you can work a standing single crochet. For myself, I'm just going to be working a single crochet. We're going to chain 1, single crochet in the next chain 1 space. Chain 2, 1, 2. We're going to skip this single crochet, skip this next chain 1 space, and then in this single crochet we're going to work a slip stitch. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Slip stitch in that same single crochet. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slip stitch in that same single crochet. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then slip stitch in that same single crochet. Chain 2, 1, 2. We're going to skip this next chain 1 space, working in this next chain 1 space a single crochet. Chain 1, single crochet in that next chain 1 space. Just gotta get some yarn here. Chain 1, we're going to single crochet in this chain 4 space. Chain 2, 1, 2, single crochet in that same chain 4 space. Chain 1, and then that brings us back to the next side. That's our little repeat for this round. Continue repeating that around, and I'll meet you at the end of the round. Here we are at the end of the round. To finish off, I just finished with a chain 1. I'm going to join with a slip stitch to my beginning single crochet. And that completes this round of work. Getting started on round 15, I'm going to be using, it's Violet, it's the Super Saver Ombre that they just came out with. And we're going to work a standing single crochet in this chain 2 space to the left of a slip stitch. So right in here we're going to work a standing single crochet. That single crochet is going to be the first stitch of our repeat for this round, and then next we're going to work a chain 1, single crochet in the next chain 1 space. We need to do that 2 times, so that was the first time. Chain 1, single crochet in that next chain 1 space, chain 1, and then in this chain 5 space Don't remember what round it was offhand. Let me see. I believe that's round 12. We're going to work a tulip in there. To work a tulip, we're going to work 3 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Then we want to work 4 double crochets in that same chain 5 space. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. We're going to draw up a little loop, remove our hook, insert it into that first half double crochet, back into your working loop, tighten, and draw up a loop. That's our tulip. Now we're going to chain 1, and we're going to single crochet in the next chain 1 space. So remember, this one back here was a chain 2 space, so we're going to skip that. Working in the next chain 1 space, a single crochet. Chain 1, single crochet in the next chain 1 space, chain 1, single crochet in this chain 2 space. Now we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to skip this little stem here, and then we're going to work a single crochet in that chain 2 space. That would actually be the first stitch of our next repeat. So you can continue on repeating around, and I'll meet you at the end of the round. Here we are at the end of the round. I just finished off with a chain 4. We can join with the slip stitch to our beginning single crochet. And then we can fasten off this violet colored yarn. That completes this round of work. Getting started on round 16 of our work, we need to work a standing single crochet in the chain 1 space to the left of a chain 4 space. Now you can see I've already done my first repeat. I took photos and I didn't want to rip it out. So you can find any chain 4 space, working in the chain 1 space to the left. Start with a standing single crochet. For myself, I just need to work a regular single crochet. And this is also the beginning of our repeat for the round. Now we want to chain 1 and single crochet in the next chain 1 space 2 times. So chain 1, single crochet in the next chain 1 space. Oop. Chain 1, and then single crochet in that next chain 1 space. We're going to single crochet in the top of our tulip. So if we look here, we can open it up. There's a little hole. You can put your hook in there and bring it all the way through to the back, and we can work our single crochet in there. Single crochet in the next chain 1 space, so right in here, work a single crochet. Chain 1, oops, single crochet in the next chain 1 space. We need to do that 2 times, so that was once. Chain 1, single crochet in the next chain 1 space. Chain 1, single crochet in that chain 4 space. Chain 2, 1, 2, and then single crochet again in that same chain 4 space. And then chain 1. That's the repeat for this round. It brings you back around to this beginning chain that we started in. You can continue repeating that around, and I'll meet you at the end of the round. Here we are at the end of the round. To finish off, I just finished with a chain. We're going to join with a slip stitch to our beginning single crochet. And that completes this round of work. We can fasten off this light gray. Getting started on round 17, we need to insert our hook into the chain 1 space to the left of a chain 2 space. And we're going to be drawing up today, I think this is True Blue. Yes, and it is one of the new Super Saver ombres that they came out with. So to find our chain 2 space, this is it right here. It is where this little stem is. There's a tulip over here. So right here is our chain 2 space. In this chain 1 space, we want to work a puff stitch. Now normally I would insert my hook, draw up my yarn, chain 1, and then work my puff. But I found that I can do kind of a standing puff, kind of like a standing double crochet. So I wrap the yarn around my hook a couple of times, insert my hook into the chain 1 space, yarn over, and draw up a loop. Now we want to do that 2 more times. So yarn over, insert your hook into that same stitch, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, insert your hook into that same stitch, yarn over, draw up a loop, and then we're going to draw up under 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 loops on our hook. So we might have a couple of extras, but we're only going to draw up through 6. And that's going to create a standing puff. See? Ta-da! So that's getting started on the repeat for this round. So it would be to work a puff in that chain 1 space. Now we want to chain 1, puff in the next chain 1 space. So yarn over, insert your hook into that stitch, yarn over, draw up a loop. We want to do that 3 times. So that's once, twice, and then 3 times. Now this time we should have 7 loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to yarn over and draw through all 7 loops on our hook for a puff. Chain 1, puff in the next chain 1 space. So yarn over, insert your hook, and draw up a loop 3 times. There's once, twice, and then 3 times. Yarn over, draw through all 7 loops on your hook. Next we're going to chain 1. Now we're going to slip stitch in the first double crochet from round 15. So this is round 15, this purple here. And we had 3, I believe, half double crochets. And then it starts with 4 double crochets. So count your stitches over, 1, 2, 3, working in that 4th, which is the first double crochet, a slip stitch. Chain 1. In the next chain 1 space we're going to work a puff, now we want to chain 1, puff in the next chain 1 space. Let me just get some yarn here. Okay, so working on our puff. I snagged that one, I'm going to do it again. Okay, sorry. Okay, so we need the puff. There we are. Chain 1, puff in that next chain 1 space. Now we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, slip stitch in that chain 2 space, chain 2, 1, 2. That's the little repeat for this round. Continue repeating that around and I'll meet you at the end of the round. Here we are at the end of the round. I just finished off with a chain 2. And to finish off, we're going to join with a slip stitch to our beginning puff. Now, if you look, you can see here, There's one strand right here, and then there's one closer to the back. All right, and then I'm going to put the tail over. So technically it looks like we're under 3 strands there. We're going to join with a slip stitch, and that completes this round of work. We can fasten off this true blue. Getting started on round 18 with my violet, I am going to work a standing single crochet in the chain 2 space to the left of a slip stitch. So to find where we're working, you can see right here we have a slip stitch in this chain 2 space, and there's a chain 2 space here to the left. So this is the one that we're going to be working in. Now we have a repeat for this round. Our repeat is to work a single crochet in that chain 2 space. So this is the first one I'm doing. I'm going to work a standing single crochet, and then when you come back to your repeats, you'll just work a regular single crochet. Next we want to chain 1 and then single crochet in the next chain 1 space. We want to do that 2 times. That was our first. So we need to chain 1 and then single crochet in that next chain 1 space. That's twice. Now we need to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to skip the next 2 chain 1 spaces. So right in here and here, we're going to skip those 2. And then in the next one, we're going to work a single crochet. Oh, I lost it. Chain 1, single crochet in the next chain 1 space. Chain 1. Now we are at this chain 2 space. We're going to work a single crochet in there. Chain 1. Now we're going to work a tulip in this chain 5 space from round 14. Let me just double check on my tulip. It is 3 half double crochet and 4 double crochet in the same stitch. So in that chain 5 space, we're going to work 3 half double crochets. 1, 2, and then 3. 4 double crochet in that same chain 5 space. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Draw up a little loop, remove your hook, insert it into that beginning half double crochet, back into your working loop, tighten, and draw up a loop. That's our tulip. Now we want to chain 1, and that's the repeat for this round. Continue repeating that around, and I'll meet you at the end of the round. Here I am at the end of the round. I just finished off with a chain. To finish off, we're going to join with a slip stitch to our beginning single crochet. Oops. And that completes this round of work. We can fasten off this violet colored yarn. Getting started on round 19, I'm going to be using my light gray again. And for this round, we need to work a standing single crochet in the chain 1 space to the left of a chain 6 space. Now we also have a repeat for this round, so this will be the start of our repeat. For our first one, we're going to work that standing single crochet, and then on your repeats you can just work a regular single crochet. So we have our chain 6 space here, and the chain 1 space to the left. we're working a standing single crochet. Next we want to chain 1 and single crochet in the next chain 1 space 2 times. So chain 1, single crochet in that next chain 1 space, that's once, chain 1, single crochet in the next chain 1 space, that's twice, chain 2, 1, 2, single crochet in that next chain 1 space. Now we want to chain 1, single crochet in the next chain 1 space twice. So that's our chain, single crochet in the chain 1 space, that's once, chain, single crochet in that next chain 1 space, chain 1, single crochet in the chain 6 space, chain 1. Now we're going to work a half double crochet in this chain space from round 17, this blue one here, and we're going to work right over top of that chain 6, working a half double crochet. Chain 1, half double crochet in that next chain space from round 17, right in here. We're working a half double crochet right over that chain 6. Chain 1, half double crochet in that same chain 6 space, chain 1. That's the end of the repeat.
Continue repeating that around and I'll meet you at the end of the round.
Here we are at the end of the round. To finish off, we're going to join with a slip stitch to our beginning single crochet, and when we're done we can fasten off this light gray, and that completes this round of work.
That brings us to the end of the crochet along for this week. We'll see you next time.